The views expressed in this program do not necessarily reflect those of this station.
Welcome to Insights into Northeast Michigan, a WBKB News public affairs program. Insights deals with the issues affecting those in the community, as well as Northeast Michigan and the state. And now, Insights into Northeast Michigan.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insights. I'm Erica Fernandez, and I'm joined here right now with Megan Goss. Thank you so much for being here, Megan.
Thank you for having me, Erica.
Of course. So first off, go ahead and tell me, today we're talking a little bit about place-based education in the community of Alpena, but tell me, what is Northeast Michigan Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative?
Well, the Northeast Michigan Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative, or NEMI-GLSI, is a network of education and community partners. And we work together to integrate the environment into the classroom to benefit student learning, but also allow the students to complete projects that have a benefit for both their local community and environment.
So who would you say is involved in the NEMI-GLSI network?
It's a wide variety of partners. It can include educators, but also community partners like Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Michigan Sea Grant, Michigan State University Extension, Huron Pines, the list goes on. It's a wide diversity of partners, and they work with area schools. In this network, there's over 30 different schools that are involved across 8 different counties in Northeast Michigan. And we're really all working together to improve student learning with these projects that follow a place-based education model.
So speaking of place-based education, tell me exactly what is that?
Well, place-based education is a model that really tries to integrate the community and local environments into the classroom. It's looking at your local place as a learning tool for learning about subjects like science, math, history, English language arts, and art. And there's so many opportunities to connect with your local place with these subjects. And allows students to really apply their learning to have a benefit for their environment and local community.
So who benefits from this type of project? Would you say it's just students, just teachers, all of the above? Or?
I would say all of the above and community partners. It's really a win-win for everyone that's involved. It allows students to learn more about careers, have fun while learning, and be hands-on. And it also allows community partners to connect what they're doing in the field with student learning, and allows students to learn about, wow, maybe I could do this in the future after school, and inspire them to really try and take advantage of these opportunities in the classroom. And it helps teachers because it allows them to engage students in ways that might be outside of the normal mode of teaching and learning. Right. So it can really invigorate a classroom experience.
So I know that NEMI-GLSI is actually working on a few case studies. Can you go into a little bit more detail about that?
Yes, so in our network, the NEMI-GLSI network, our education and community partners are working together to develop different case studies to really highlight this place-based education effort that's going on locally here within the state, but we're also part of a larger statewide network of community partners through the Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative. Recently, there was a publication, Place-Based Education, Engagement from the Student Perspective, that was published by Zoe Ray Rote, who is a student from University of Notre Dame, and Brandon Schroeder, who works at Michigan Sea Grant, and Tracy D'Agostino, who works for Michigan State University Extension. And this report looks at place-based education from the student perspective. And this is really interesting because a lot of evaluations of place-based education looked at it more from a teacher perspective or learning perspective, but didn't really get the students' viewpoint of this learning model. And they found that students think that this type of education is fun, it's hands-on, it allows them to learn about future careers, and it gives them a chance to connect to the community. In addition to this case study, we're also collaborating with other hubs across the Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative network to evaluate place-based education and best practices. So in that case study, we're looking at Alpena Public Schools from elementary, middle to high school level, and also in All-Gray-Sims to evaluate their place-based education projects and see how they apply these principles of best practices for place-based ed.
So it really gives students a chance to get involved and see what it is that they're learning about and actually interact instead of just learning about it from a textbook.
Yes, it definitely does. And it's hands-on, and it's these projects that are a community and environmental need. And it really allows them to apply their learning and have a huge benefit for their community.
So what types of projects, place-based education projects, is Nemi-Glessey working for the springtime?
Well, through the network, there's a wide variety of projects that will be going on, ranging from raising awareness about the impact of plastic pollution in our environment with the Earth Day Bag Project, but also Students for Zero Waste. And in addition to that, students will be doing Adopt a Beach cleanups. They will be working to remove buckthorn from the area outdoor environmental learning site at Thunder Bay Junior High. Students will be investigating shipwrecks using remotely operated vehicles and collecting stories from fishermen with the Catherine V. and Besser Museum. So there's a wide variety of projects that are going on this spring, and every spring and fall we always have tried to get as many kids outdoors and getting hands-on with their learning through these projects.
So there's definitely a lot of different things, and I'm sure for all different types of students as well. But how can somebody get involved in the Nemi-Glessey network?
If you want to get involved with the network, you can sign up on our website, nemiglsi.org. And you can sign up as a community partner, and you can help support place-based education that way. You can, and we offer trainings for community members, so if you're interested in doing water quality monitoring with students, we have a training that is upcoming in April, and you can find out more information on the website, but that's an opportunity that you could help out with student groups that way. In addition to that, we have an endowment fund at the Community Foundation of Northeast Michigan, and that's another way to help support place-based education. A lot of times we have difficulties getting students outdoors, and for $30, that can help fully fund a single student's place-based education experience. So there's lots of opportunities to get involved as community members, and then if you're a teacher interested in getting involved, you can also sign up on that website, or you can contact me.
So are there requirements or limitations as far as getting involved?
No, there really aren't necessarily requirements or limitations. There's just an interest, and then we need to, we try to have these projects be as community and student-driven as possible. So it's just trying to look for opportunities for that to happen.
All right, perfect. So if anybody's interested, you can visit that website that Megan mentioned earlier. All right, thank you so much for being here today, Megan.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned, because coming up next, I'll speak with John Capeless, who is an instructor at Alpena High School.